Hello, and welcome to the online tutorial for Workshop 5, Evaluating Resources. My name is Eric, and I will be your instructor for this workshop. In this workshop, we will go over the criteria you use to evaluate a resource. Not every resource is alike, and you have to pay attention to certain things to see if your resource is factual, objective, and appropriate for your research. Let's begin with a short exercise. Here are the logos for 3 magazines published in America, as well as the descriptions for the magazines listed A, B, and C on the right. Try to see if you can match each description to the correct magazine. To get the most out of this exercise, please do not look up the titles on the internet. Use your own knowledge at this point. Feel free to pause the tutorial if you need time to think about your answers. Here are the answers. How did you do? How many did you get right without guessing or looking up the answer? Don't worry if you didn't get any correct. This little exercise was just to show you that there is a bit involved in deciding what resources to use than what you might expect. Magazines often have targeted audiences, and their content may be written with the views and beliefs of those audiences in mind, which may impact the reliability of their content. We'll talk about this more in just a bit when we go over bias. Here are the learning outcomes for this workshop. These are the criteria and steps you should be able to understand and perform in evaluating research by the end of this workshop. By the end of this workshop, you should be able to determine the availability of needed information and locate additional information beyond local resources, identify the purpose and audience of potential resources, examine and compare information from various sources in order to evaluate reliability, accuracy, authority, timeliness, and point of view or bias. Recognize the context within which the information was created. Identify the impact that this context has on the information, and determine whether a source is scholarly by examining those responsible for the source's information content, how the information was researched and gathered, and the accuracy, appropriateness, and authority of the information. In the next tutorial, we will go over what you should do before you begin your research.